This video lecture, we are going to discuss about overlays. So overlays are nothing but the pop-up menus or windows what you get in the applications, maybe a web or mobile application. These are, we say it as overlays, the pop-up messages what you get. And when I say overlay, both inlay is also some pop-up messages, but the overlays are lightweight pop-ups. What do we mean by the term lightweight is, so these type of overlays, lightweight pop-ups will be shown within the browser pages itself, not as a separate window. Sometimes you can see when you click on the some triggers, the messages will be shown as a separate window. That we say it as browser pop-ups. That you can say a separate window, you will get the pop-up message. That is browser pop-ups. Whereas when I say lightweight overlays or lightweight pop-ups, this informations you are showing on the same browser page itself. Okay, can you understand the difference between a lightweight pop-up and a browser pop-up? Okay, so a different window in case of browser pop-up, and information will be displayed on the same window when it comes to a overlay, lightweight overlay. There are about three types of overlays. One is dialog overlay, detail overlay, and input overlay. The first one, dialog overlay. This one is like the browser pop-ups what you have. So this will be replacing the browser pop-ups. Here, what you get is it is like a single overlay. All the experiences will be provided when you click, or the information to proceed will be displayed on the same page. This is a very simple dialog overlay. Okay. Netflix is one example which uses the dialog overlay. When I say overlays, it can be model or non-model. So a model overlay is like the user has to interact with it before she or he can return to the application. An example you can see when you open our college website, RMD website, you can see a pop-up coming, which will highlight the features of the college. That is one example for model overlay. That is, if you wanted to proceed to the RMD website, you can go through the highlights, or maybe you have to close that pop-up window. Only then you can proceed to the RMD website. That is one example for a model overlay. So when it comes to a model overlay, the user has to interact with that particular overlay. Only then they can proceed to the application. Okay. Whereas in non-model, you can just, without interacting to the information, you can go to the original application. So here both Netflix and Flickr uses a model overlay. As I told you, you can see in RMD website also, when you open RMD website, you get a pop-up screen, which is a model overlay. Okay. Then second is detail overlay. So this detail overlay will, like again, this is a pop-up which will give you some additional information when the user clicks or hovers over a link of or section of a content. When you take examples, any shopping examples, when you move your mouse over the product image, you get some information about the product, maybe specification or what material it is, something like that. So giving some additional information when the user clicks on the image. That type of example, we say it as detail overlay. Okay. Then third type, this is the example which I told you. There are a few images of the particular of movies. So when you move the mouse over the movie, you can see the review about the movie, maybe the director, all that information, movie name, all that information about the movie, then the rating, everything will be presented. Okay, this type of pop-up which will give you additional information when you move the mouse over it. Okay, this type of pop-ups, we say it as detailed overlay. Then the third one is input overlay. This is like this is again a lightweight pop-up which will give you additional information about the input. Say for example, if you're filling out a registration form, and maybe you can find that when it comes to the name, first name and last name is mandatory and middle name is optional, something like that. When you're filling a form, if you wanted to give some additional information about the input, in that case you can use input overlay. So example, you can take American Express, which uses this type of input overlays when it comes to the registration form. Okay, so this is one example. As I told you, you have first name, you have last name, and when you click on, when you move your mouse over, or when you click on this tab, this is giving some additional information about what can be the input here. When it comes to the type of the card, whether he is a premium member or maybe a platinum member, something like that, type of the card holder, something like that. When you click, it gives you some additional information about what type of input you're going to enter. So this is what we say it as input overlay. So overall, when I say overlay, it is some pop-ups which will give you some information. There are about 3 overlays: dialogue overlay, detail overlay, and input overlay. Thank you.